Your video is full of waffle, the audio is appalling, there's a million jump cuts, there's loads of gaps, and then you're color grading the video? You overestimate your audience. Do you really think they want to hear about your day? Do you really think they're so invested in you that they want to hear about how you ran out of coffee in the morning, that you went to the store? And then you get into the video, cut the waffle, cut the BS, get straight to the point. Over the last couple of years, folks are so in tune with short form content that their attention spans are less than a goldfish. So shut the fuck up and get on with it. Oh, and speaking of waffle, are you just waffling on because you need a 12-minute video for the algorithm? Or are you just crowbarring in as much crap as you can talk about for 25 minutes because some YouTube guru said, the algorithm is rewarding 25-minute long videos? You wouldn't take that crap from any video creator that you're watching, so why should anybody take that crap from you? No. See all those gaps in the timeline? Yeah, that's dead air. You need to cut that out. Now, before you start doing jump cut, crop in, crop out, that is also going to melt people's brains. In fact, if you do so much of that, it is going to explode their brains. And more importantly, to save their lives from your video, they're going to click and exit. The thing is, having a breather for dramatics can actually be good now and then. But remember, it's a breath, not dead. While I'm talking about cutting, cut out all the stuff you've said twice. Yeah, I guarantee you, if you go back through some of your videos, you have said the same thing twice, but you've just said it in a slightly different way. Just like I've actually done. Now, if you can't really get your brain in gear and find where you said things twice or three times, a lot of the time we act as a crutch, we lean on saying it twice in a different way. Here's what I do. Just get a transcription of your video and dump it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, my Skynet style overlord, what have I said here twice? Does anything sound the same? That will point it out and then cut that out. With some exception, actually very few exceptions. One take wonders where it's just you and the camera rambling on forever. Yeah, they're not a good idea. They have their place every now and then, but the fact is you start off well, and it's meaningful and it's raw, and then you go off on a tangent. You could be rambling on about the kids or your wife or, I don't know, painting you saw in the store to buy the milk for the coffee. Or you could go, and eventually you'd come back to the point that you're trying to make. Then you'll go off on another tangent and you're like, okay, and what was I saying? Yeah, you completely forget the point because you have zero structure, you're going off on tangents. And the thing is, the poor people who actually may like you a lot have stuck with you to this point and they're going, I have no will to live. Somebody please end the video. And they leave. That's a big thing. Even just one cut, a little bit of B-roll, it doesn't have to be anything. Every now and then, at least make some effort just to keep folks engaged. But you couldn't be bothered with that because pacing? What's pacing to you? You don't care. Blah. The main thing here really in your little brain is you made a video. And because you made a video, that means it's great. And that's why there's no views. And that's why your watch time falls apart really quickly. This one drives me absolutely not. I'll stay calm. This one drives me bonkers. If you, as a creator or filmmaker, cannot be bothered to go back and retake or reshoot either part of your video or some part of it because you screwed it up or you didn't press record on the mic or whatever stuff happens, right? You're like, oh, I'm sorry about that because, the audio was bad because this, or you have some other excuse or I had the wrong setting on the camera. But do you think actually that makes you relatable because you're a pro creator and you're supposed to be cool? That doesn't make you relatable at all. It just shows you're lazy, that you are absolutely L-A-Z-Y or Z-Y, depending on where you are in the world. You're just lazy. It just goes to show your audience that you don't give a fuck about them. And more importantly, you don't give a fuck about them at all, even though you pretend to love your audience and are so appreciative of all the likes, comments, and subscribes. You might be the biggest dance music fan in the world, but that absolutely banging trance 200 BPM piece of music that you love and you just crowbar it into your videos. Music is an extension of the video, the story, the emotion that you are trying to tell. People have been watching TV and movies for a lot longer than you and I have been making content. And we're conditioned to know that sad music means one thing, tense music means another, and it helps the story and it helps you get engrossed and immersed into the actual thing that you're watching. But you're there with your banging trance music just because you like it. And I'll be honest, it is hard to find the right piece of music. What if you could actually use artificial intelligence to help you out? Here's the thing, right? Audio, who are the sponsors of this video, have this crazy little feature called Link Match AI. Now, what it allows you to do is take a piece of music from Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. You paste in the link and then it will match that to something in the audio library, something similar, which is bonkers. And I've tried it for lots of different things. So let's say you've got a piece of music off a TV show or a movie and you're like, that really works. I wish I could have that, but you can't because of copyright. Then use the Link Match AI and boom, you can get something that's quite similar. Thing about audio, they have a vast music library, sound effects. They have an elements section, which allows you to take maybe just the drum track or the guitar track or whatever track that you want out of the full song. You don't have to worry about copyright strikes on your channel. You get the license when you're downloading as well. So it's all good. By the way, I've just left a link in the description, folks, if you want to try that out. Plus, there is a discount code. If you use the discount code, you get 70% off of the Audio Pro plan. Keeping with audio, the mic in your camera, the built-in one, it's not good enough. Let's call it like it is. It's acting as another exit point. Remember we said about bad audio? Yeah, forget about it. Here's the thing, even the cheapest mic can make all of the differences to your video. Now I know what you're saying, but hang on, what about this, this artificial intelligence audio fix thing? That can kind of fix it, but a lot of the time it's not there yet. It kind of sounds like you're an elephant giving birth to a telephone pole. There's something off about it and audiences pick up on that really, really quick. What you sound like is probably far more important than what you look like in a way, because people will tolerate bad video a lot longer than they'll tolerate bad audio. Because if your audio is so bad that it's too low, or if you're forcing someone who's watching your vids to turn it up or put their head a bit closer or turn it down or like, if you cause any of those reactions with your audio, they're going to leave a lot quicker than your color grade that was made with crayons. I just mentioned color grading. Why the fuck are you color grading? What's wrong with you? Your video is full of waffle. The audio is appalling. There's a million jump cuts. There's loads of gaps. And then you're color grading the video? What are you doing to your audience? What are you doing to yourself? Seriously, color grading is an art. It's not that hard, but it's very easy to screw up your footage. Do you really need to color grade your stuff? Sure, I spent a long time trying to make my stuff look like Peter McKinnon. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, now I'm just shooting an S-Cinetone and I do very little work to it, if any. Practice color grading. Absolutely, it's a whole load of fun. Start the correction, do the grade, but do it in the closet. Do it behind closed doors. Don't show it to anybody for a while until you're comfortable knowing this doesn't look like a whole bunch of crayons, Crayolas, whatever, vomited all over my screen. Consider what your audience is watching your videos on. Are they really there in their little phones going, wow, what an amazing color grade? No, they're not. Take inspiration. Mike, professional. Take inspiration from everywhere. The likes of Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, they all inspired me. And eventually you will find your own way. But stop copying other YouTubers. Because let's say your favorite YouTuber in the first 10 seconds of their video is screaming, hey guys, like and subscribe, smash that button, and all the other stuff they say. Why would you do that? Maybe if you ask people to subscribe or like the video after you delivered some monumental piece of information that's really good, really impactful, and possibly life-changing for them, then that's where you might ask. Most folks that I subscribe to my channel, I stopped asking for them to subscribe. If they like you, they will subscribe because they like you. You don't have to ask.